Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into Louise Penny's Still Life. It's the first Armand Gamache novel. We're using a book review as our source here, trying to figure out, what makes this particular mystery tick? Why did it become so popular right away?
Well, one thing the review points out immediately is the setting. Three Pines, it's this village in Quebec, and apparently it's not just background. The review says it feels alive.
Alive, yeah. Picturesque, close-knit community, but the review hints there's more under the surface? Secrets?
Exactly. That sense of hidden tension seems really important.
Okay, and then we have the detective, Chief Inspector Gamache. The review paints him quite differently, doesn't it? Not the hard-boiled type.
Not at all. Described as thoughtful, empathetic even, valuing kindness and compassion right alongside logic. That's what the review emphasizes.
Which sounds, well, refreshing for a lead detective.
It does. And his method, according to the review, it follows that. It's methodical, sure, but also intuitive. He's interested in why people do things, the motivations.
Understanding the human element. Okay. So the story kicks off with a murder, right?
Jane Neal.
Yes, a local artist, apparently well-loved, and her death kind of shatters that perfect village image.
Right. It forces Gamache to dig into what the review calls these long-buried secrets and resentments. So it sounds like a cozy mystery on the surface, maybe.
Yeah.
Small town, murder.
It has those elements, definitely. The small community, the quirky characters, the perceptive detective. But the review argues it goes deeper. It elevates the genre.
How so?
Well, through things like really rich character development. These aren't just cardboard cutouts. And the writing itself. The review mentions Penny's prose is almost lyrical.
Lyrical prose. Okay, and
Yeah.
that setting, Three Pines, keeps coming up.
Yeah, the review really stresses how vividly it's portrayed. You feel like you're there. And this idea that the close-knit community might also hide things, that adds to the intrigue.
It makes sense. And Gamache's unique approach,
Yeah.
kindness and compassion. The review suggests that's not just fluff. It's key how he solves the crime. He's trying to understand the emotions, the relationships within Three Pines.
Interesting. So it's not just about clues, but about people.
Precisely.
And the plot itself. The review mentioned it wasn't straightforward.
Right, not a simple whodunit. It highlights complexity, twists and turns designed to keep the reader guessing.
So it delivers on the mystery front, too.
Definitely. But what seems to elevate it, based on the review, is Penny's writing style, connecting to bigger ideas. Themes like good and evil, the nature of community,
Yeah.
art, even the search for meaning.
Wow, so quite philosophical for a mystery novel.
Kind of, yeah. The review suggests it invites reflection on life, death, community, beyond just solving the puzzle.
So if we boil down the review's perspective, still life works because it's this blend.
Exactly. A compelling mystery plot, but with deep characters.
In this incredibly atmospheric setting.
All told with this elegant, evocative prose.
The reviewer summed it up almost like a meditation on life, loss, and community.
That's pretty powerful for a debut mystery.
It really is. It explains why it appeals to, both mystery fans and maybe readers looking for something more literary.
It certainly makes you think. So maybe the takeaway for you listening is to think about how setting can sometimes be just as important as the characters.
Yeah, or how a protagonist doing things differently like Gamache with his empathy can completely reshape how you experience a familiar genre like the mystery novel.
What other stories come to mind for you where the place or maybe the main character's unique method really changed everything? Something to consider.